When anybody around today? Oh, see, I'm actually by a market up on Connecticut Avenue. Connecticut Avenue is the street that goes right through Washington. It's sort of like 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It cuts it, right in half in two big pieces of pie. And on the, I guess, the west side of that pie are the richer folks, and on the east side of that pie, is that right? Yeah, are the more fun folks. I live on the east side now. It's a lot more fun. I mean, it's sort of like me when I was working for Fortune 500 companies. Man, they paid well and everything, but they were no fun at all. And that's why I love my work now, because I'm making it so cheap. I only help fun people. I work with fun people instead of tight ass rich people. And what have you got here? Oh, always something. You're so. Oh, thank you, Sharonda. Bless you, people. Listen, and don't forget we have this is our third round of grants, and really we have less applications. So this may be an easier time. If you applied before, it's only for members of Lesko Help, and that's a $20 monthly charge. So it's not much, and that's why I want to keep it real cheap. It's cheap. Maybe we can get down to free, but that's why right now what we're doing with the money we make is giving it back to people, because we're doing better than I ever expected. And I feel I don't need more money. I like the only thing money does for me is tell me if I'm doing something that's of value. If somebody doesn't want to pay for it, then I'm doing something that's not too valuable. And so it only pleases me because I think everybody's there. But we're really here to make love to other people and to help other people. And that's what I want to do. I mean, and by giving away the money, the money, there'll be 10 prizes of $1,000 a piece and 10 prizes of $500 a piece. And we got it twice already. Actually, I'm going to give a check in person on Tuesday to someone who's homeless. And he did not apply, but somebody applied for him. And what he wanted was money to go to a community college, which is right across the street here. I used to teach computer science here 40 years ago, or whatever the hell it was. And it's called University District of Columbia. And it's the first urban land grant school. And he wants to be a mortician or whatever that is, taking care of dead people, packing them up, put them in the ground or the oven, whatever we do with them nowadays. And so he set in an application for the $1,000 to go to this fellow who's in a shelter up here. So I'm going up to the shelter to give him the $1,000 of money that one of the members applied for him. And that's what I hope members do. And what they're doing is they're helping other members and other people. They need help themselves. You see those applications. Wow. So help. Actually, I got a wonderful letter from a member today. Well, it was a discussion in Facebook, that how she was like 9 years on drugs and in and out of jail and rehab prisons and psychiatric wards and all this. Even took gasoline to try to shoot herself up with that to die and everything. And she just started trying to change her life, and she applied for a small business program. Okay, so she's been living on drugs and on the street and everything for 10 years, applied for the small business program, and just got it. I mean, wow. I mean, she, said a nice letter about me, but it really isn't me. It's our country that has these kind of programs that will give money to someone like that who, she's about to be thrown out of her apartment. She's about to lose her car. She's about everything you could think of bad happening. It's happening to her. And she gets a grant from the Small Business Administration. Just got it. I mean, that's why I want, if you join Lesko Help, is to share what you know, share to people. So make everybody else's life a little easier. I mean, and even if what your technique or tip doesn't work, It works because you're showing you care. And that's the thing that works. We don't have everybody's answer. I don't have answers for everybody. I can't. You join my service, you may or may not get help. I cannot guarantee it. I have no goddamn idea. All I know, all this stuff is real, and it's you get it or whatever. Can I have one-on-one talk with you? Need help? I have helped millions of people. Now I need to help, and I can't get any help from anyone. Please. Oh, Yonda, if you're a member, this is how I help. Remember, that's the $20. And on Facebook, I do discussion. I don't give like personal one-on-one help with a phone unless I may go on live this afternoon or later tonight. Depends on I got a lot of work I'm trying to is answer people's questions personally. So that's why members, what I do is you start a discussion, tell me what you need money for, and I do the research to show you the best possible sources of what you need money, where to ask for the money. And it's really a process you have to start learning. I need a startup money, grant credit for my e-com business inventory. Well, you may not need that. You may. I don't know. It depends. What you want to do is learn how to get customers before you do anything else. Because that's the key to your success. You could spend all the money on getting everything, and if you don't have customers, then you have to go learn to get customers. And that's, I don't think, the right way to do anything. Do it the other way. You learn how to get customers, even if it's with somebody else's product. So in other words, you be a distributor, you be an affiliate of somebody else who's selling a product like you want to sell, okay? And then that way you don't have to fulfill it, you don't have to have inventory, you don't have to have everything. But what you do have to do is find customers. And see, this way you will find customers first, and then when you learn how to do that, then you could invest in your own product and things like that. But the key to success is not having an inventory. The key to success is not choosing a product. The key to success is, are you able to find customers? And you can't do that until you look. And if you think that you can get them by spending advertising money, and if I just get a whole big chunk of advertising money, I'll get all the customers in the world. That's not going to happen because you don't have enough money for advertising. Sure, somebody may get lucky and they would do it, and people will show you that, and the people who sell advertising will do that. But 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen to you, and you're going to waste all your money on advertising that doesn't work. I've done this so many times. I keep doing the same, falling into the same trap. So I was speaking from piling up bad marketing schemes up to here, until I realized, man, you don't have to pay for marketing. You don't have to pay to get customers. And you do that, and I'll send you a free report that shows you how to do that. Because with the social media now, it's silly until you learn what works. Sure, it's probably good if you know what works, but you don't at the beginning. So you have to find that out. I remember I can't access the account. I need help badly. Why can't you access the account? If you remember, okay, you go to facebook.com/groups /LeskoHelp, and you request access. And if you already paid, it should have your email address. That will give you access. If that doesn't work, then you want LeskoHelp@gmail.com. Okay? And that's where we'll fix up to make sure you get there. And then when you get there, you want to ask me a question on the discussion. Just start a new discussion, with me. And I answer all those discussions on the first one. See, if you're answering a question within a question, I lose it. And other people will get it, but we won't have me. I love that shirt. It's full of love. I am just in the hearts so much. I think that's what life is about. At least at this age, I wouldn't be telling you that at 35. I'll tell you. But it is, and that's why I think your heart makes a difference in everything you do in life, because you're going to listen to all these idiots like me on the internet telling you how to make money and everything. It may or may not work for you. You don't know. I don't know, and everything, but you're grasping for straws. But maybe you could do it and learn from it. And that's why the only thing that's wrong with using other people's ideas or whatever, if they charge you a lot of money, because most people, don't have that money. If you have money, then I don't, it doesn't matter. So you waste money learning that things don't work. But if you don't have money, you don't have that luxury. You can't pay your way through failure. Yeah. Thank you so much. Samuel, thank you. Yolanda, how are you? Did your members think it's worth signing up for? Do you members? I mean, I guess other people. Well, I guess it depends. I mean, I'm getting more positive feedback what I'm doing now than ever in my life. And I have sold millions of books, a couple New York Times bestsellers, everything, more than I ever thought I'd be able to do. But this is the most rewarding thing I've ever done in life because of what people are telling me that, like that woman who was trying to commit suicide, was in and out of jail and for the last 9 years, and saw my video, applied for this, and just I don't know how she got it. I know where she applied and things like that, but it is the main thing is trying. I admire your dedication. Well, what else do we have to do? Like Andrew says, I've been watching you since 6. I admire your dedication since I was 6. Wow. I'm only 8. Your dedication. Well, I mean, that's what we all have to do in life. Find something we want to do in life that we think helps other people so that we can give the most we have. That's why I say, I don't work. I enjoy doing this much. It's more than vacation. It's more than anything else. And I just can't wait to get up in the morning to do this because it feels important. And not that it's important to me, that I see it's helping other people. So if I was making you laugh as a comic and giving you a nice, enhancing your life somehow, then I'd want to do that more. If I was helping your life as a doctor, and helping. I mean, that's why I envy doctors so much. I mean, they're there just to help other people. Wow. And the problem with doctors now is they don't get to know the people. So that's no fun helping a robot. Yeah, it's just like talking to the IT people, helping robots. They're terrible. Do estate. I, of course, meant no disrespect to you, sir, but I don't have the cash and waste and becoming a member. No, I understand, sir. That's okay. Then go. If you don't have the cash, here's where to go. I got a lot of places you could start learning the system. Go at lesko.free.lesko.com/free training. I got a bunch of reports there, all free. Everything from the like the best places for government surplus property and houses for $1 and stuff like that, to people will do research for you for free in the government, to how to get free training so you get a better job, and money to live on while you're training for a better job. So all these kinds of things I have there for free. So Lesko Help is all you're ever going to spend on me anymore. The biggest bill I have is $20 that you spend on me. I mean, I have LeskoReports. Now that's another thing. If you don't want to join anything, you want just one report, LeskoReports.com, and that's $5.95. You can get the report you need, whether it's for starting a business, whether it's for buying a house, whether it's for getting out of debt. So that's for $6, $5, and you're home free forever, and you don't have to bother with me. Now, I think the best thing about Lesko Help is that I give one-on-one. That's the one-on-one is where you tell me what you're looking for. Like typically, I'm about to lose my car. I can't pay my rent, or I want to start a business, or buy a house. I'm looking for down payment money and all these. So what I do is show you where you live, the programs and the offices to contact that help you do that. Okay. You still sell your big book? Not anymore. It's now online, and it's in the reports, and it's better because it's by state. The big book was for the whole government. Can't do that. And that's what doing this for 40 or 50 years, I realized I got to get it at the state level. So last, 7 or 8 years, I've been organizing everything by state. So this is what's in your state. We're working on now what's in your state just for people with disabilities. I see I have a lot of members with people with disabilities. So all the money and help, and there's so much, whether you need a ramp for your house, whether you need something to get in and out of your car, or even free money to live on, or paying doctor bills, all this kind of stuff, just for people with disability. So we're doing that state by state. And then next will be for children and do all what's available for children state by state. Help in North Carolina so I can afford to keep small business open. No PPP, no EIDL. If they said no to the EIDL, I'm going to do a report today or tomorrow on the government. The Small Business Administration is showing you how to, if they said no, what you have to do for them to say yes. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You failed once. No, they're telling you, here's what you got to do for us to take your no and turn it to a yes. Wow, who else is going to do that? You think the Citibank will do that? No. I purchased you back in 2000, and my neighbor kept it for 5 years. He made money with your book in real estate in Indianapolis. Good to see you again. Well, thank you. Yeah. That to me is the ultimate compliment. Somebody steals your book. I remember reading, there's an old guy, well, he's probably dead now, named Rudy Valley. If you're old enough, he's like a crooner from the 20s or 30s or something like that. And years ago, I was reading a story about him. Somebody broke into his car and stole everything in his car except his records. Oh my God. So that's right. I really appreciate that somebody stole the book from you and kept it. And that's what I hear from librarians too. We lose all your books. Yeah, people steal them and never bring them back. That to me is the best compliment anybody can give me. You steal my book from the bookstore, from the library, or from your friends. That's a weird friend you have. Particularly the person made money in real estate with my book. So that's why instead of getting the big book for that, so for $5, you can go to LeskoReports and get all the programs in your state for buying a home, fixing up a home, or investing in real estate. So that's $5, $5.95 actually. Now, if you want more than that, then it's Lesko Help. Lesko Help is where, in addition, all those reports are free. You join Lesko Help, you get $1,000 worth of reports for free, and a whole bunch more. And but you get to ask personal questions. So you ask me a question. Hey, what about this? What about this? What's the best to do? And you can ask me 100 questions a day if you like. It doesn't matter. And that's what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I hope I have drink some water. Yes. Cheers. Cheers. I'm actually in the middle of a walk. It took me a long time to walk today. I just got around to it. And I'm going away from downtown. So I'm about 3 miles up from the White House, straight north on Connecticut Ave. Connecticut Ave is the street that goes right through the center, like from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the Washington, D.C. It cuts the city in half, and east and west, and then it cuts it in half again the other way, and I forget exactly where. And that's why we have quadrants. That's why we have northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, stuff like that in Washington, D.C. And I'm really not very far from the Maryland line. So I'm probably about a mile up the road there. Over my shoulder is the state of Maryland. And that's why I used to live up there. I used to live on the other end of about 2-3 miles up on Connecticut Ave. Now I live about 2-3 miles down on Connecticut Ave in Washington, D.C. And that's fun, man. I'm right downtown. Don't need a car. I got them because only I had them, but really don't need it. We live in 2 500 square foot apartments. We walked to 1,000 restaurants. I love Uncle. Please use reusable bottles. I need the water. Uh, and the last reusable bottle I had in my bag, and it ruined my computer. So that sort of bothered me. It cost me $1,000 for a new computer. Now that wasn't saving money for me anyway. Oh, that's something I knew about there. That's something I ever knew about there. Really cool. Yeah. And so there's new Biden programs all the time. The states have so much money now. They don't know how to get rid of it. The thing to me is not to look for what Biden's doing yet, is look for what your state and city are doing. So get on the mailing list for your governor. Get on the mailing list for your elected, your mayor or your county officials, so that you learn those new programs. Because all these states and counties have so much money that they got over the year. They haven't spent it yet. See, all these stimulus packages were throwing money at the state governments. Now they're deciding how to spend it. And so they've sitting on the money for 6 months, like rent money. There is so much rent money that hasn't been divvied out yet because they're not organized to get it out. So you got to keep on that. Another thing that's going to be very big coming up is training money for you to train to do almost anything. It'll be free training. I did a whole bunch of programs last week on it, whether you wanted to work in the water, you want to work on trucks, or you want to work in the movies. Free training programs to do all of it. And that's just a tip of the iceberg. SB denied the EDA wants my for IRS to see if I can get the advance. Is that if it's from SBA.gov, yes, it's good. Okay, so don't. And they have a lot of money at the EDIL, and that's why even if you were turned down, apply again. The SBA is asking you to apply again. They're giving seminars on how to apply again after you've been denied. That means this woman who is, I told you, just wrote me a letter, who got $10,000 grant from the SBA, and she has a penny to her name, and has been in and out of jail for 10 years, commit suicide. And she hasn't done it, but I mean, was trying to put, was antifreeze, shoot up with antifreeze. I mean, what people do to themselves is, it's just a lot of hurt out there. They don't know how to take care of it. We're not trained for that. And so we use stuff, to ease the pain. I just heard that the auto insurance companies have accumulated more money. There's more goddamn money. And that's why, the states are making more money also, because rich people are making so much goddamn money, they're paying more taxes. so all that tax money is going in the coffers at the state level. Because of Trump, the rich people don't have to pay any federal taxes anymore. Last year, the rich people got $1 trillion. I mean, that's what Biden's giving out now, $1 trillion. Last year, Trump gave out $1 trillion just to rich people. Crazy. I don't understand. Anyway, do you have a link to apply? Apply to what, Jennifer? Okay. Yes. Here is to learn about my grant program. Is free.lesko. Put the www in front. So www.free.lesko.com. Giveaway. I give away. You give away. We all give away. And again, if you decide to join Lesko Help, please help other people. I don't know everything. And if you're applying for something and it doesn't work, or you're applying for something and it does work, tell people that. If you see somebody, because all their questions are open, every question is open. So if you see something, hey, you need help with this, I know you could try over here and get that. Or you find something, hey, you're looking around the internet for something and you find, hey, more people should know about this. Well, the people who need to know about it are members. They all are in financial straits that they need help. So share what you need with them, please, because I can't do it all. And you are on the ground in the front lines in states, because most of this is in states. And that's where it is. I can't cover every state and all that's there. That's hundreds of thousands of programs. So I'll never be able to do that. Still not accepted on your Facebook page. Okay, well then, if you paid, you should be. So that means we screwed up. And you want to go to LeskoHelp@gmail.com. Okay. And if you don't get help there, here's mine. And sometimes you got to beat on us. I mean, we don't have robots, but we have busy people. And mine is Lesko. LeskoFreeRadio@gmail.com. But it's hard. I spend most of my day answering personal questions from members of Lesko Help. And that's how I spend most of my time. So it's hard for me to answer emails and stuff like that. Because my first priority is people who paid us money to get information. Should be rebates, because people work from home too. I came on late. How do I get the $1,000? Oh, look in the description. I have all those websites in the description of this video. I was able to put it in before I started the video. So you should still not accepted. Lesko Help and email. Jeff, should be rebates. I'm not sure what the rebate is. I mean, if you don't like anything I did or think I screwed you, I'll always give you money. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. What we get from people who are even stopping their subscription are apologizing. I mean, oh man, that's wonderful to hear. I had no idea. Thank you very much, and I definitely share what I find out, whether I get the help or not. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, because that's so helpful. And if you see people asking about something, and even if they got an answer, and you have another answer to add to that, I mean, to me, that is giving that person another hug. We all need hugs, and that will make our whole lives better, because if everybody's happy, then the world, that means the people you're going to deal with every day are happier and everybody's nicer. There's no way to do that except for us as individuals to try to be as nice as we can. And it's hard. It's hard to be nice because we're human. We're made to be a lot of stuff. Your shirt should be a great emoji. Thank you. But actually, I have that. I haven't done anything with this yet, but I've Lesko Clothes. LeskoClothes.com. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to put some underwear on that too, because I had some underwear made. and I'm working on other kinds of things. Yes, how good stranger today. Yes, how good. Eddie, good. Okay, guys, I got to walk 3 more miles back home. And I don't know. If I finish a lot of questions, I'll try to go live and answer questions on both Facebook and YouTube tonight, about 7 or 8 o'clock. But I don't know. I may be drained by then, because it's already 5. Oh, man. I don't know if I'll even make it back. What's your Cash App? I don't know what that means. I don't have a Cash App. Oh, you mean like Zelle or something? Yeah, I have Zelle. It's in a bank I don't use a whole lot. PayPal, is that a Cash App? PayPal. Always great to see you. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate hearing that. I mean, kindness goes a long way, and I promise I'll try to be kind to everybody who asks me a question. Sometimes we get cranky, you know that. If anybody needs help with rent, how about to post a site? God, I'm about to post a site. Yeah, I mean, there's so much rent money. Good, if you put that, Twilight, because there's a couple of a couple of nonprofits that have all the where to apply in every state. And I'll stay on for her to put that up, one of them, because there's so much money, and also for the mortgage money too. I don't see to qualify for help. Well, even though my only income is I did get $500 utility assistance, but need help with rent and can't find anything. Okay, that may or may not be true, but no, yeah. Well, actually, in New York, I just did a thing. If you look in today, how the rent grants don't count. For if you're on Social Security or SSI, I'm not positive, but it'll be so. That means if they know, then you have to keep looking. I mean, you don't say, well, if you find rent grant money, and they say no because of something, that doesn't mean there's nothing for you. That means there's nothing there for you. It's sort of like if you asked a woman to out for a date or a guy or whatever, you forgot the L in apply under description. Oh, I do that a lot. uh, but thanks. I remember. So, yeah. So that means you have to keep looking. I mean, if one person says, if one woman says not going to go out for you, that means nobody's going out. No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that person won't. Rent has been for the past rent due, not necessarily for rent. Yes, it does. Well, the main program is for future rent too. I mean, you can't say that because there's so many programs. They're all different. But the major program that came out of the Treasury is for past rent and future rent for 3 months. And that may or may not be where you are. So that's why you have to keep digging. And that's what I do, is show you how to dig it. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for your kindness and your words. And I'll try to be as kind to you as you have been to me. I really appreciate it. I have been having more fun recently than in my entire life. And I've done more than I ever thought I would do already. This is just the most satisfying part of my life I've ever had. So thank you for helping me be that way. And that's because of you. Paula, email me.